Chevy, Denny Hamlin, Ty Gibbs, and John Hunter Nemechek.
And then look at Briscoe. He didn't come with his teammates right there. But he's racing. If that caution comes out, right, he's racing to stay on that lead lap. And making that mistake put him in a different scenario.
Larry stopping with 30 to go. Was that in your playbook?
Well, we had started hearing some chitter chatter about coming around lap 70, so that was really close to that. Right now, we pretty much have got 39 laps to go in this stage. What I'll be anxious to see is how much fuel they try to save, even though they can easily make it, to shorten up their next stop at the stage break.
Yeah, that group that just pitted, they came out all spread apart, so that's not going to be ideal for them. As you see, this pack still formed up pretty tightly. They're going to put themselves in a position to where this pack is most likely going to catch up to them. But you see how spread out Allmendinger, Hamlin, Gibbs.
That'll take a while to get back together.
Yeah, and Ty Dillon, he's way back here right in front of this pack as we see more cars coming to pit road, a whole bunch this time.
Including those lead Chevrolets. More than a dozen come to pit road. Dillon among the first to stop. Looked like a couple of fuel-only stops there.
Oh, see it 4 wide back there.
Michael McDowell's the first one off pit road with Hocevar, Suarez, then Dillon, Chastain, Busch, and the other half dozen.
Get collected and established as fast as you possibly can, single file. That's the name of the game on that exit.
Yeah, you see them on the exit right there. On the apron, you can hold that car wide open all the way around the bottom of that corner until you blend up onto the back straightaway.
Christopher Bell leads the pack into turn number 1 of the cars that have not made a second pit stop.
Yeah, and you see how far back right there those 4 cars are to that lead group. Not being formed up, they lost so much time to the guys that just pitted. Ty Dillon right here, he's going to go a lap down because of his bad pit stop. These guys are going to go right on past him.
And I think I'd be right. That would put Denny Hamlin down 2 laps if they go by him.
Yeah, and the odds of coming back from 2 laps down are slim to none, but you know, I think his hope is that these guys get to pit road and just stays that 1 lap down without any cautions.
Regardless of what that group at the front does, I like the lap times they're laying down right now, lined up in a single file. That's a good plan right there.
So really mixed group at the front. Bell in a JGR Toyota, Byron and Bowman in Hendrick Chevys, Van Gisbergen for Trackhouse, and Eric Jones for Legacy. Ryan Preece with them for RFK, Bubba Wallace. Every team's represented. Bubba Wallace for 2311. It's kind of like one each of everybody. A Whitman sampler of cars there in the lead pack.
And sometimes it just works out that way. And honestly, it really becomes a scenario where sometimes you're better off having it that way because you're not locked down to everybody else's agreement on a strategy.
And you did that quite a bit.
I did.
With Rodney. You didn't like lone wolf. We'll just
I
handle this
can't
on.
get down, guys. I can't get down.
25 to go in stage 1. If the leaders pit, you'll see it as we take you Fox side by side at Talladega.
Are you Marshawn?
What is that? Molly Hatchet.
Pit stops in the lead pack here with 10 to go in stage 1. Fuel only for all 5 of the cars that stopped together. Eric Jones, Christopher Bell, Shane Van Gisbergen, Alex Bowman, and William Byron all leave together. Chase Elliott is going to leave by himself about 5 seconds later. And that could prove costly. So the Fords cycle back to the lead and the first 5 spots. Preece, Buescher, Logano, Keselowski, and Blaney.
See those cars blending up on the back straightaway right now. Totally opposite side of the racetrack from where you see our leaders on the top of the screen up there. That's the difference in all this strategy that as we've seen everything play out over the last 89 laps.
This could be mission accomplished for Ty Gibbs and Denny Hamlin, because those leaders that were right behind them all stopped. I think they have enough of a gap to Ryan Preece that they should be able to get their lap back at the end of the stage. 1 for Gibbs, 1 of 2 for Hamlin. So now the